Tip number 1, bracing on odd damage greater than 1. The game rounds odd damage down in your favor to 1 damage minimum. To explain in detail, take note of your attack accuracy and how much damage you can deal per damage taken. At the time of this video, certain enemies are bugged, but by design, you take less damage. Brace also negates the effect of special attacks, almost always telegraphed with the in-game chat. For your information, the Brace action's time unit, or TU cost, is equal to 165 minus strength times 8. So for example, if you have 5 strength, then your Brace action will cost 125 time units in your action bar. There may be situations in which you brace on even damage to be more efficient, but that's math that depends on your situation. Basically, take your time and choose the best plan of action, and don't forget about the Brace action. Tip number 2, keeping in mind that which events you'll get and if you'll succeed those checks in those events are mostly random. The results, however, are not. But Jordan, if the results aren't random, isn't that easy? Well, no, because there are over 90 events to remember the results with choices that may succeed or fail. If you add in any custom events, enemies, characters, etc., this number grows. So this means the more you learn about Shiokawa and its events and enemies, the better you'll fare. And it still won't be a walk in the park, if for no other reason, because RNG exists. Tip number 3, grab your freebies. It's not a spoiler, they're almost always helpful. The cupboard can grant one of 2 items, or nothing. The empty bottle can be immediately filled in the bath before choosing what to do. The library notes are nearly enough a free spell if you heal Reason in the bath after using the library notes. And then you can sell the library notes for 1 fund as well. On harder difficulties, the 1 fund that you can find in the figurine, noted here, provides at least protection against the out of funds event. If you have the police station for your run, grab the handcuffs from the drawer shown on screen now while lowering a location's threat level. Better to have it and not need it than want it and not have it for a human encounter that you want to use it on. Doom will increase by 2%, but you can grab painkillers in the doctor's office to heal 2 stamina even if you don't have an injury to get rid of. There are more handy trade-offs, but these are the most obvious to catch and can be missed by a new player. Tip number 4, risk dying later than dying sooner. In other words, while Doom is a precious resource, don't die to stamina or reason before Doom hits 100%, or try not to. If you need to run from an encounter, run from an encounter. My general rule is to make sure Doom only rises about 18% per mystery if you're so worried about Doom. Number-wise, resting normally costs 3 Doom to recover 2 stamina and 2 reason. In simple terms, if you'll take more than about 6 HP-ish worth in stamina and reason overall, it's better to escape from the encounter. Yes, you lose out on experience, but that's where you make the decision to fight or to run. Tip number 5, with the previous tip said, the Desperate Struggle action in battle is your best friend. The Desperate Struggle action doubles the base damage of an attack before adding modifiers. This doesn't apply to the fire weapon action. What this means is that you can tactfully gauge your health and manage it so you're not taking unnecessary damage. Or you can milk some experience out of an encounter out of spite of it eating a chunk of your stamina and reason. Or you can finish off a boss with a prep strong attack or attack 3 times, something to that effect. Whatever you do, consider this action before the action I'll discuss in tip number 6. Tip number 6. In my opinion, the dodge action should be your last resort if you're going to die. And that's assuming you can deal damage as well in the same turn. The dodge action has a base chance of 50% to dodge an attack, unless that's been changed. Yes, it completely nullifies an attack and its damage. Yes, you can use it to your leisure if you're feeling lucky. But in general, I say it should be your last resort. And no, dexterity currently does not improve your chance of dodging, unless it does somehow. Please let me know. Sorry if I ruined your immersion. It does make the dodge action cost less TU, however. Dodge's time unit cost is equal to 155 minus dexterity times 8. For those wondering why Dodge's time unit equation is different compared to Brace's, that's because Brace was nerfed in the previous update while Dodge was buffed. So yeah. Tip number 7, learn Shiokawa. No, seriously, this is similar to tip number 2 because of how important it is. But on a broader scale, learning your character, the old god you're currently against, or everyone, their events, the town's effects, learning all of this knowledge will contribute to most of your survival. Once you do, play however you feel you're comfortable with. So I feel the tips I'm giving you here should be a good guide to get you back on your feet and back into investigating those mysteries. I could and might start a whole series about the game and possible advice in 1.0 moving onward, but for now, let's keep this video as short as possible, huh? If you enjoyed this video and want to support me long term, as of right now, please subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, I won't take up more of your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully see you later.